Okay, so welcome to the demo. And I think before we start, let me quickly introduce myself, right? And also I'll share my screen. Let me just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I think you can see my screen, right? So I will quickly introduce myself before I start. I have around 12 years of experience into AI/ML. I'm currently leading AI/ML team, working as a principal data scientist in one of the Fortune 5 companies. And I have completed my master's from Triple ID in 2016. And that is the that was the time when I switched into data science. I started my career as a trainee and then I reached till this level, right? I was a software engineer before my master's, and teaching wise, I have around 5 to 7 years of experience. I started teaching around 2016 and almost like 9 years. I have completed multiple batches. You will find more about me searching about my profile in LinkedIn. Just type Sasmitha Data Science. You can get my profile in LinkedIn, right? So coming to the curriculum, I think I'll just take 10-15 minutes to summarize, and then if you have any queries, feel free to ask me. The batch is like started just this weekend, and the timing for the starting with the timing, the class timing for this particular batch will be weekend, and it will be 7:30 to 10 a.m. IST. We can decide maybe 30 minutes. We can like prepone like 7 to 9:30 or 7:30 to 10. But as of now, many people requested for 7:30 because it's a weekend. So we are sticking to 7:30 to 10 a.m. IST, and it's a Saturday Sunday class, and the duration of this course will be around 2.5 months, around 10 weekends class. And the curriculum, what I'm going to cover, the detailed curriculum I will share with you end of this class. I will share the link where you can download the curriculum. But let me summarize. The curriculum is starting from Python. Python is something which is required for this course. When I say Python, it is core Python, like list, tuple, set, dictionary, string, pandas, and numpy, and all that. So core Python recording, I will forward to everyone. Please go through my recording and learn core Python if you are not good with Python, right? Or you are new to Python. But this is the prerequisite. Except this, there is no other prerequisite. You can be from different background, and still you will understand 100%, right? Because I'm starting from scratch. So the module 1, the first module is all about um, basically understanding deep learning. Deep learning is something which is very, very important. Generative AI algorithms that you are using, like GPTs, right? GPT, you are using Chat GPT, which is a fine-tuned version of GPT. GPT is generative, G, P for pre-trained, and T for transformer. So it's a pre-trained, already trained model of transformer. Transformer is an algorithm, right? So you need to understand the algorithm, which is from deep learning side, before you jump into Gen AI. So it's very, very important. It's a foundation or fundamental things which you should know before you jump into Gen AI, right? So deep learning, complete deep learning, we will understand. How we will understand? So the complete theory. So today only I was taking one of the batch, and you can see this is like this. I will explain all the maths, derive everything, and also we have fair notes. So I will take care of the maths, complete detailed maths, and this is the fair note where you can see everything, whatever. It's a very detailed way we will derive all the equations, everything, right? And I'm not expecting you to understand maths, or I'm not expecting you to basically, there's no prerequisite. Everything, even if it is a silly problem, I will try to like teach you from scratch. So the complete math, it's my responsibility to teach you, right? I'm not expecting you to know anything. So ANN complete algorithm followed by a hands-on project. So we will be building a sentiment classifier project, but again, this is not using GenAI or pre-trained model. This is from scratch using TensorFlow and Keras. We will build a sentiment analysis project or analyzer using Keras or TensorFlow, right? So this will be our first project, theory plus practical, right? And then after that, we will learn about CNN, another algorithm. And in CNN, we will build image classifier on image data, okay? Image classifier. And again, this we will be using PyTorch or TensorFlow to build the project from scratch, right? Understand the theory of CNN, detail, maths, and then implementation. So two projects. After ENN and CNN, we will discuss about transformer architecture. Why transformer? Because this is the algorithm which is doing the wonder that you see in GPTs, right? So transformer is the deep learning algorithm, which is a very, very complex architecture. And 100% any GenAI interview you go, they will ask few questions from this architecture, right? And it is very difficult. I am challenging you today. After this call, you go to internet and try to understand transformer architecture. 99% of the tutorials that you will find is so complex. In fact, the tutorials are not complex. The architecture itself is so complex, you will not understand. But I will make it super simple, and I will, like, one complete weekend, 5 hours we will spend just to understand one simple algorithm, right? Transformer in detail. Now, after this, the module 2, the second module is NLP or text mining. Why NLP is important? Large language model, LLM, large language model are mostly language models, are mostly language based. Language means text. If you do not understand the processing of text, many times you will be confused. So we will understand so many details about NLP techniques, like what is stemming, what is stopword, how to remove it, what is word embedding, what is word to vec. All of this basic NLP processing we will learn. I'm not writing all the topics, but you can go through the syllabus. But the whole objective is making you very comfortable with text data, right? Once you are very good with text data handling and deep learning algorithms, the next step is generative AI, right? So we will jump into generative AI and we will learn lot of things. Like the first tool that we will learn or the framework is something called LangChain, and so many other tools like Hugging Face and all. And we will learn so many techniques like how to fine tune your model. Basically, we will discuss what is RAG application, how to build RAG, right? And once we complete all of this framework, module 3, 4, 5, 6, the final module again will be something called agents, and which is trending right now. So I will be talking about frameworks like Creo AI and different autogen and different frameworks to make you understand how to create a agentic framework, right? Agentic application, GenAI application. And you will get a recorded session from my previous batch for deployment, right? So what I felt is, from my experience with different companies, starting with very simple startup to intermediate level to Microsoft level to Meta level, all the interviews that I have gone through, what I have observed is very common pattern that they will not only ask you from GenAI, they will ask you some questions also from deep machine learning side. Deep learning you can answer because that is covered in this course, but machine learning, some algorithms are very necessary. So deployment and machine learning algorithms are complementary for this course. From my MLOps, because I have stopped MLOps batch because of time problem, weekday I am not free, and weekend I'm already taking these batches. So MLOps, few recordings like linear regression, decision tree, right, random forest, and k-means clustering. All of this recording from my previous batch, around 15 to 20 hours of recording. Along with that, the deployment recording from my previous batch on Azure, which is around 3 to 5 hours. Almost 20 to 25 hours of recording will be complementary. And this I will share from day one. Like you enroll from the day one, you will get these recordings. And the benefit is, even though it is recording sessions, but it is kind of live because I am with you for next 2.5 months. Anytime you get some time, whenever you are going through these recordings, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me. But these are so interactive class and very well explained. I believe like 100% you will get it, right? And the recorded session will be, everything is very organized. As I said, this is my only in GenAI. I think you can see how many batches, right? I think my screen is shared. So if you just see my GenAI batch, these all um, These all are my Gen AI batch. Almost 10-15 generative AI batch I have already taken. I think your is batch 8, right? And every concept, everything is very organized, and you will see. Let me show you. So this will be, let's say, your drive structure. All the recordings will be provided, right? And materials will be provided. And let's say deep learning. So let's say CNN, right? So you will see the notes, the whatever we have used in the class, the uh, materials, the code, everything, the recordings, everything will be with you, so that later also you can refer. This is a very organized course, and we will have a WhatsApp group, and finally we all the WhatsApp group will be merged into one, and for our own study purpose, I think that is very helpful, right? It's like, yeah, we can help each other. Okay, so that is the whole thing. I don't have anything. So in summarized manner, what you will get from this course is, who can enroll? Anyone can enroll. As I said, if you have basic Python knowledge, you just can enroll. And entire AI is covered. Not entire AI, it's a very big term. Sorry for saying this. But machine learning, few algorithms, and complete generative AI stack we are completing, right? Maybe in another demo, I can explain you about AI, machine learning, deep learning difference and all. You will find lot of demos are already available in YouTube where I have explained all the terms and differences. Please go through it. But AI is very vast. Machine learning is part of AI, and deep learning is a part of machine learning. Generative AI is a part of deep learning, right? So we are in a small part. And with this course, you can apply for Gen AI roles, and easily you can crack, because you know deep learning, you know Gen AI, and also you know machine learning basics. So I think with this, you are good. Okay, so any doubt, any question you have? So
Hi.
one more thing, if you want to join, please join soon, because the batch is already formed and there are already 12 members enrolled. And I think from next weekend onwards, if you are very sure, you can join tomorrow's class also. We are just starting with introduction. Tomorrow 7:30 a.m. IST, I will share link. You can join. If you are like sure that you want to continue, but if you're not sure, you want to take one more demo, maybe tomorrow you can continue. But next weekend onwards, there will be no demo. So it will be class. And yeah, so if you have any question, you can ask now. Sorry, I interrupted you. Yeah.
Hi, Sasmitha. So, this is Lakpat. Uh, can you hear me, Sasmitha?
Yeah, Lakpade. Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi. Actually, it's how it is different from data science to this one. So, this is generative AI is a part of data science.
You can say that. So generative AI, I think I will do one thing. Maybe um, I have, okay. So okay, so what I need to do is, I think this recording is really helpful. Let me check. Give me 1 minute. I will share one link with everyone. I think that is really important. Um, I'll tell you what is that link is about. That link, it's a 1 hour session where I have explained everything. Like what is generative AI, what is AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, how generative AI is different than machine learning, uh, what is chat GPT, what is the job role, what is the future trend, everything I have explained. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just confirm I'm sharing the right. Yes. Okay. So let me just share it. Please go through this. I will provide you access. Just send me request, and I will add you. I will give you access to this particular recording. Right? Just give me 1 minute. Let me post it. Yeah. So this is the recording which will answer all your queries. Right? Please go through this, even if you're not joining the course, but still go through this. This will clarify a lot of your confusion, right? I have explained the entire AI journey starting from 1950 till today, what happened and everything. This entire PPT that maybe this one. Let me show you, right? Give me 1 minute. Yeah. So this entire thing I have explained in this complete PPT, right? Whatever is there, the entire journey has been explained. Please go through that video. You will understand complete thing. So what happened, why there is a rise of generative AI, what is the application where you can use, what is AI agent, what is AI project lifecycle, what has changed from traditional AI to generative AI, what is AI, ML, deep learning, and everything. So please go through that video, and I think it will be very clear to you, right? Okay, any other question?
Hi, Sasmitha. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Rishi.
So I'm very new to this field of AI, generative AI tools, ma'am. I'm more into fintech industry. I'm into card payment business. Just to upskill myself, I'm planning to enroll this uh, course, ma'am. What is wondering me is, ma'am, why are we looking more into data science concepts rather than AI tools? Just to understand, madam, as I'm very new to it.
Okay. See, it's not like we are just focusing on concepts and not tools. It's a combination of both. As I said, this is the like whole curriculum. I think institute can share with you, or you can also take it if you want. I can share the link. But this is the whole course. I'm not like reading line by line, but you can see from software installation to GPU enabled to machine learning, what is AI, what is machine learning, Gen AI. From that level, we are starting. So this is a very much beginner friendly course. Even if, as I said, you have no background, and the good thing it's a weekend class. Even if you don't know Python on weekdays, if you spend 30 minutes every day or 1 hour every day just watching my videos that I will share, I think core Python you can complete. And coding is something which is necessary. I think this is the prerequisite. Except that everything is from scratch. So from day one, we will understand from software installation, right? So even if you are completely beginner, I will teach you from scratch, and I'll take you to a level where you can easily apply for Gen AI positions. And in fact, even if your goal is not to change your job, you want to be in your current domain or current job, it will upgrade your skills for sure. You can think how AI can help in your current role, how you can enhance or how you can increase your productivity by using AI tools. Ultimate goal is to use AI tools. All of these things, module 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all of these models, all of these modules are basically tools. Some tools like tools or packages, I will say, like Crew AI or LangChain or Hugging Face or deployment, or all of these things are basically hands-on. But having said that, it's like you have a MTR ready to eat biryani, or let's say upma packet, and you have never, let's say you are from a different country, you have no idea about upma, right? Never you have in your whole life you have never prepared upma by yourself, not even one time. Instead of upma, if I give you a poha packet and tell you this is upma, you will eat it and think it is upma only, right? That's the difference. So generative AI, we have 17 lakh plus models today available which are already trained. So when I'm saying already trained, this is the typical life cycle. We are here. So like already all of this process has been done for you. Just we are loading and using, right? And it's very dangerous. Why, I will tell you. 99% of the model in real time will not work, right? If you're thinking only tool will help, no. Many times solid foundation knowledge or fundamentals should be very clear. And for example, even if it is working, people will not trust your model until unless you yourself are confident enough, right? They will bet on you, not on the model. So, for example, when you're presenting a model or presenting the prediction result or output in some forum, They'll try to judge you more than the model, how confident you are. If you're technically sound, and they can know, right? Because they're leadership team. If you are confident, if you know technically, they will trust your model. But if you are yourself are confused what you're doing, and you will be definitely confused, because if you do not know how the transformer really works, how you will just use a model, download and use. It's like download and use, right? Or API call and use. You have not understood the logic, but you are directly downloading and using it. Even if you are a software engineer, not a AI engineer, still it is very, very dangerous. It is like me using tools, AI tools to write front end development code without knowing CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. You can understand how dangerous it is, right? People from front end development, right? I am a data scientist. I don't know much on, let's say I am very new. Let's say I don't know anything. I don't know what is HTML also. Very simple. CSS also I don't know. JavaScript also I don't know. My question to you is, in today's world, can I build a front end page? Yes or no? Using AI tools, I can still build, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I tell myself front end expert?
No.
No. What will happen in real time? Somebody can hack my web page. I will productionalize it today and tomorrow it will be hacked. Why? Because I have not asked, it's not the AI problem, it is my problem. I have not asked the right question. I have not told the AI model to include security and other things, because I myself don't know. I have never built a website from scratch by my own. Same thing, right? If you think, okay, I can just use tools, yes, definitely. The ultimate goal is to use tools only. Nobody is writing code from scratch. Everyone will use tools. But there is a difference. A person who knows the background and then using tools, and the person is blindly using tools, does not know what the AI output is all about. Blindly copy pasting. Very dangerous. Real time, 99% of the time, it will not work. You will not get a chance only, because every interview they will ask you fundamentals first. Nobody will ask you about tools, trust me. And you should, like, whatever I am saying, many people are also saying, right? But I will show you with proof. See, I will show you with proof. And why this is very important, you should know. And this is my Microsoft interview which I have given last time. I think you can see, yesterday only I had interview with Microsoft. And there are so many other companies. See, this was my interview, right? Principal data scientist. Not only Microsoft, I have already offered from many other companies, like Optum I have offered, I will be joining them, right? And I have so many other interviews. Meta also, I have gone through Meta interview also. I got rejected obviously in the second round. But you can see, right? My Meta, right? This is my Meta, right? But what I'm saying is, starting from this level of company to very basic level of company, let's say startup, I have gone through many. Teradata is a startup, right? Teradata interview is pending. So what I'm saying, any interview you go through, it will be always based on fundamentals. From very startup to very high level advanced companies like Meta, Microsoft, they are grilling you on deep learning concepts. Very few questions they will ask you on the tool side. I'm not saying they will not ask, because tool side is very easy, everyone can answer. And if you have done 2 3 projects, easily you can tell. Deployment is already automated. They will just ask you some questions from the tool side, but they will judge you on the development side, right? Sorry, the algorithm side. If you are very strong at algorithm, and if you have done some mistake in the tool side, they may accept. But if you are very strong in the tool side but you don't know the fundamentals, they will directly reject you from the, like, first round only. So what I'm saying you is, fundamentals are fundamentals. You cannot ignore it. That's why we are learning deep learning from scratch, right? We could have just learned the tools. And I think that is, the person who will be very happy in this room will be me, because that is the most easiest part for me to teach anyone, right? Everyone will be very happy, I will be happy, you will understand, you will appreciate me. In fact, when I start teaching deep learning, many students will complain like it's difficult and all that, but still it is important, it's mandatory thing, right? So I think you got your answer, Rishi. So whether you
Thanks,
are
Sasmitha.
joining,
But that's what I want to make out, Sasmitha. In this 2.5 months, a person with non-technical background, can he cope up with these things? That's the whole point I'm trying to make out.
yeah, So today's world is very fast. Let me tell you one thing. And it's not only learning, expectation from companies are also fast. Speed is the game. It's not anymore the coding skill. Speed is the game. People who can speed up learning, speed up deploying, and speed up in everything, they are the winner. I mean, the whole game is on speed. Your pay scale, your talent, everything is on speed. How fast you can show the results, because everyone has access to AI tools, and AI tools are generating code ultimately. So
Yeah.
the answer to answer you, before generative AI, when generative AI was not there, that time also my entire course was 40 hours only. I never taught any course beyond 40 hours. And in ML Ops, it was more difficult than this GenAI. GenAI is module 3 to module 10. It is just tools, which is very easy to learn. ML Ops or machine learning is full of algorithms. Every single topic in machine learning is an algorithm, right? And entire course is very intense. Except the deployment part, I think most of the 80% of the course is theory practical, and 90% of the students understood. Does not matter their background, because everything is taught from scratch. And if you go to Udemy, you just today it's a challenge. Go to Udemy and check the number of hours. Many of the courses will be 30, 40 hours. 40 hours is not a joke, right? 40 hours. And it's not like somebody who is not experienced is teaching you. I'm a associate director. I will be joining. I have 12 years of experience, right? So that also matters. Who is teaching you? If somebody who is expert in that domain is teaching you, they will teach you in such 1 hour content in 15 minutes because they know it. If you will
Smita,
give me,
I'm so
if
sorry to
you
sorry to
let me
interrupt.
explain, you ask me, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
If you tell me to teach front end, I may take 1 hour to explain a simple concept which a front end expert can explain you in 10 minutes and you will understand. Even if I spend 1 hour, you may not understand. It is not a game about quantity. There are so many courses who will play with quantity, like they will tell you 100 hours, 200 hours. Please check the quality of instructor. Instructor who is really quality, has quality, they will not waste their time and your time. They will teach you to the point and whatever is important, and in a sequence, in an organized manner. And hence, now 1 2 hour class, once you have attended, it is your responsibility to spend 4 to 5 hours more to practice those concepts. Practice is always from your side, but concept should be 100% clear in the class. If you have any doubt, it's a complete interactive session. Anytime, anywhere, you can pause me and you can take a technical demo also. Next class, the day one, we will start with deep learning. You will see this is the most difficult topic of this entire course. If you can understand deep learning, rest all will be very easy for you. And it depends from person to person. It is not like every person is same. Your background also is important, right? So I think you are the right person to judge yourself whether you will be able to understand or not, depending on your background. But in general, based on my experience, I have seen freshers. You are already working, but I have seen freshers, second year, third year, first year students also able to understand, who have basic knowledge on maths, like 10th grade maths. If you have some basic knowledge, definitely this entire course is, you will understand. Why? Because we are starting from scratch. But again, I cannot generalize it. It is very much organized. It's not superficial. We are covering very in depth. It's not like just touching the subjects and moving. It's not like that. And trust me, 2.5 months is so much. If you're going for courses like 12 lakh, 10 lakh, 5 lakh, 4 lakh, 3 lakh, 1 year, 2 year PG diploma courses, let me tell you, I am the course advisor in Upgrad. I'm basically a subject matter expert. I was an expert in subject matter expert in Scalar, and I was also instructor in IntelliPact. I have taken 10 batches there, weekend batches I was taking. And trust me, here I'm getting the freedom to use my materials. They have their own materials and a timeline. It's so much pressure on the instructor. In a class there were 64 students. The course fees was 75,000. 64 student, one instructor, weekend class 3 hours. Instructor, we were forced to complete the pandas topic in 3 hours. And I can share with you, it's confidential, I cannot share, but 3 hours. and what topics has to be covered. There is a template that we need to follow, and no student can speak. All will be in mute. You can only type your doubts. Instructor's responsibility within these 3 hours, complete the topic as well as get 100% satisfaction from the students answering their doubt, right? And your choice to pick the doubt, because it is mute, right? Nobody can speak. You can select whatever you wish. You can explain. Obviously 64 students doubt, you cannot explain everyone's doubt. That is how the model is, and it is for 1 year, because 3 months is only Python, 2 months is Power BI, 2 months is SQL, 3 months is machine learning, or 2 months is machine learning, 2 months is deep learning. Like that they will stretch. If you are very beginner, my suggestion is pay 2 lakhs and learn everything. But if you think you are a self learner, you can learn the simple things like Python and all by yourself. I think this is better. But do not consider there are some different, in 1 year they will teach you 6 months. No, it is not, because I can guarantee you, I was a course, I have designed many of their course. In fact, in Learn Bay, it's also institute in Bangalore, if you know. I was also started their batches, 7 batches. The entire curriculum I have designed. Riveting. My curriculum, this curriculum that I have designed is very viral in internet, not this one, the machine learning data science course. So what I'm saying is, if you are not able to understand here, if you think like 40 hours is less, then everywhere it is the same hours. Any institute you join, when it comes to generative AI, when it comes to a particular topic, it is 40 hours only. 1 year is not only on you ask them, you tell them to divide hours with respect to topics, not as a whole. Data science 1 year course, but 3 months you're teaching just Python, 3 months, 2 months SQL, 2 months data structure and program. Like, why you will learn data structure, right? Because it is required in the interview. You can learn yourself. Many of the like Microsoft has not asked me data structures. That is their way to ask. The step number 1 is data structure, but they have not asked any question from data structure. All the questions from pure Python. So what I'm saying is, so many topics you are learning, and many of the topics you can learn yourself, and you're paying for the whole. They have to pay for the SQL instructor, they have to pay for the Python instructor, they have to pay for the machine learning instructor. It's a 60-40 ratio. You don't know many things, and everything you are paying at the at the end. And the fees is also like more than 2 lakhs. So whole objective is 40 hours everywhere you will get, and maybe 40 to 60 hours, let's say, right? But not more than that for machine learning, and it is more than sufficient. um, Another extra hours you have to give from your side. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Sorry for long
Thanks,
answer,
Sasmitha.
but yeah.
No. You have briefed me in much detail. Yeah, I totally agree and align with you on that. Just, I'm very new to this, so I'm just checking what are the possible things which I might try to understand. Thank you, Sasmitha. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you. So see, I mean, I always try to give my best, and there are so many flexibilities available here. So my few of my students who joined my course 2 years, 3 years back, they're requesting and I'm allowing them. It's a kind of lifetime, and especially for generative AI, it's a lifetime course. And why it is lifetime? Because so much changing. This AI, especially Gen AI, is so much changing. What you have learned today, 60-70% will be changed after 1 or 2 years, right? Many tools will go and many new tools will come. Many new packages will go and packages will come. For example, we are using, let's say, LangChain. LangChain may be outdated and some other things may come, right? So that is the reason it's a lifetime. So once your access is revoked, like once your access is gone, like after 6 months, you will be getting access to the recent folder, right? For example, this is June batch, maybe December batch, December your access will go, and then you will be added to December batch or maybe January batch, and you will see a lot of content I have changed. In that way, you can make yourself up to date. In that batch, you will see the curriculum, right? And you, whatever you think like different, you can just go through those recordings and learn by yourself. And all the recordings have names, so you should not be confused. It's not like session 1, session 2. The recordings are with topic name, so it is very easy to search. So it, in a way, you will keep updating yourself in every few months. Whatever is new, whatever I'm adding, whatever I'm deleting, you will get access to everything, right? Okay. So do you have any other question? We are all good. Okay. Fine. So let's connect tomorrow, and I will start with this installation part and basic introduction to AI ML. But from next weekend onwards, please visit. I have shared the link, right? Please, if you don't have access, I will approve your access. But please go through that recording. This is your maybe assignment before you join next class, so that you will have a clarity. What is AI? What is Gen AI? What is deep learning? And then how it is different, how Gen AI is different than deep learning, right? What is the algorithms, right? What is supervised, what is unsupervised, what is chat GPT, what is transformer, what exactly transformer has done, like why it is so hyped, or why it is so popular, right? What is a typical AI project life cycle is all about, what is generative AI use cases in real time, right? What is agent, how the agents are changing the entire AI, like AI projects, traditional ML and agentic framework, what is the difference? Everything has been explained. It's almost like 1.5 hour video. Everything I have explained in detail. Please go through that. A lot of your questions will be answered. And let us connect tomorrow for this. Next weekend, when you connect, I think we will start with this ANN. But tomorrow, when you connect, we will start with software installation and GPU introduction to ML, Gen AI, and all. Tomorrow is a demo session, but I think already, as I said, the batch is already started from this weekend. So next weekend onwards, there will be no demo session. You will get a paid link and you will be joined to the class. So whatever I have covered in today's session, I will cover tomorrow in your class. Mostly I have done the installation part in today's class, which I will cover for you tomorrow when you join, right? Any other questions you have?
Yes, Sasmitha, this is Sharath here, and
Yeah.
I just want to ask you some questions like I'm switching my career from ERP side to this data science. So my question is like, how is it like the path to career to change from ERP to directly in a generative AI field? With like what kind of questions they generally I have to fill out when I have to sit for an interview in terms of DS?
So what is your plan? You want to upgrade yourself or you are targeting generative AI interviews?
So I'm targeting generative AI interviews to switch my career in data science field.
Okay, so then if you want to change your career into generative AI, so then forget about ERP because that is your past, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And maybe
Yes.
and maybe you will there are so many methods I will tell you and I guide also, but you have to explain everything related to Gen AI and you have to showcase yourself as if you are doing Gen AI for last 2 to 3 years, right? That is the first point. Otherwise, your resume itself will not be get shortlisted. But once it is get shortlisted, what kind of questions they will ask, everything is covered in this course. Trust me, everything, whatever is there, starting from evaluation to re-ranking to RAG to fine-tuning to agents, everything is covered in this Gen AI course. And most of the questions will be around it. Typical questions I will share with everyone on the folder, in the folder I will upload. But if you're asking me whether I will able to crack interviews, my answer is 100% yes. Because not only NLP deep learning Gen AI, I am also providing you ML resources. So in Gen AI interview, I have seen a pattern. They are not only asking pure Gen AI question, they are also checking your fundamentals. Like, are you good with ML or not, right? So linear regression, decision tree, random forest, and K-means clustering. These are the four widely used models, which I will be giving you as bonus recording sessions, which you can go through. And regarding generative AI, any question they ask, 100% you can answer, starting from fundamentals to coding questions. Fundamentals means transformer they will ask, right? BERT and all of those model details, everything you can answer. So very big yes, and with confidence I'm saying.
So I just want to know, like, the basics, like if we are building any models, right? Like we have to know like NumPy, Pandas, NLTK, and scikit-learn, these all things. So do we need, in the interview process, do they ask us to give us the Jupyter notebook in front of us and ask us to write a model there or something
Yes.
like that?
Coding is mandatory. That is what something which I have discovered, like which was not there earlier. Some companies they may skip, but every company that I have interviewed for, like almost 15, 12 to 15 companies, I think every company asked me to code. So coding is 100%. And don't worry about coding. It's not like very high fi coding like you think, like time complexity. Yes, meta and all, they have different structure, but except Fang, I think rest all companies will ask you very fundamental coding questions related to Python, core Python. And I think easily you can write it if you know Python. If you don't know Python, then I think, as I said, this is the prerequisite, the step number one, right?
Mhm.
So without Python, it's very difficult, but with Python, easily you can answer all the questions. Coding is mandatory. And more on this, I will talk in the course. Once you enroll all of the, every day I will give you interview tips. And every day I will share whatever I learned and whatever my students are going through. So definitely all the interview support I will give you. Right?
Yeah. So while writing the code, like we do syntax errors, like if we don't practice, like say for example, we have to filter something using regular expressions, and if we make a mistake, so is that okay? Like during the interview process, or do we need to write exact syntax properly? As because while we write those codes, it cannot be
So
executed unless
that is a
there's some.
secondary question. I think you want to know everything in the demo session, which is not possible. Please enroll and I will explain you. I will, in fact, I'm planning to share Meta and Microsoft level interview questions, what I have gone through. The complete, and they provide a complete 15, 20 days time also they give. And it's not that difficult if you practice. I was feeling, I was scared of attending interviews, first of all, right? And I thought of skipping the second, third round of interview of Microsoft, thinking I am not prepared and they'll blacklist me. But honestly, like when I joined, I regret. Very simple one question I did a mistake because of lack of practice. Very simple. They asked me so real time questions. Like it's like not even interview. It's like talking. Like it's not that. What I understood is things are easy on the ground, and if you complete the basics fundamentals of Gen AI, and if you have built few projects by yourself and you have deployed by yourself, definitely you can crack any level of interview with confidence. And more on that, to be particular how the interview process will be, definitely I can guide you. And there are several sessions while teaching and while covering topics. I tell this is important, this is important, this kind of questions I have been asked in this particular topic. So I will give you important topic list also in generative AI, which you should focus, right?
Okay.
So regarding interview, we will discuss in detail in the course.
Yep. Thank you.
And to answer you, I think syntax, who cares? Right? Your logic is important. So problem solving is something which they check. And they are very friendly. They will only help you in syntax if you do mistake. But problem solving should be there. Your attitude should be problem solving, and they can easily know whether you are vibe coding or just you have knowledge. Right? So that's what they are checking. So for example, in one of the interview, group by, group underscore, instead of that, you have written group by, you forgot underscore. That's not a blunder. But if you don't know the group by concept, that is a blunder. You will be rejected. Right? Syntax, nobody cares. But problem solving attitude should be there. And don't worry about, and the questions will be completely new. You never know. So on the spot only, you need to think and answer. And there is no charge period. It's live. And there will be two interviewers. Some most of the interviews, one person only will be checking your eye movement and all. So don't think of cheating. So that's a complete 100% rejection. Don't think of cheating at all in the interviews, right?
Mhm. So in this course curriculum, we'll be building. You will be teaching. You will be starting from scratch, like building the model from scratch and then training those models, right?
Yes. And this is the flow. right? First we will learn, and then only we will, from module 8 actually we are starting generative AI. For like till module 7, we're learning deep learning and NLP.
And
And
it's an
we will,
interactive
yeah.
class.
Okay, so let's connect tomorrow and we'll continue with this. If you have any queries tomorrow also, you can ask, right? Okay, thank you everyone.